Friends of our channel and YouTubers, welcome. Answers of an Alien from Andromeda, Video 77, May 18, 2012. Sorry for the delay between videos, but Mythy was out and it demanded time for communication. This video comes to answering questions that are grouped in hundreds of emails. Mythy, where is the system Nibiru today? Is there any chance it passes through the solar system this year anyway? The system is traveling between the Encouter cloud and Neptune at high speed at the moment. Date information I am unable to give, but as soon as you detect it officially I can comment openly about these details. According to the original orbital route, it will pass through the solar system indeed. Mythy, the ecological balance is decreasing exponentially. Thousands of dolphins and seabirds are found dead. It is a sign of early extinction? The measurable trace of tests, done with your rough atmospheric control system, through the decompression of points geomagnetic called HARP, is the massive death of mammals, birds and marine fish. The animals are bombarded by solar radiation through the holes created artificially, and are literally cooked inside. The seas are the main target of your HARP system, because it has no witnesses and leaves no visible marks. The vast oceanic evaporation of superheated layer causes a large increase in mass of vapor in the atmosphere, creating a lot of rain and great imbalance in the natural conditions of winds and ocean currents on the planet. The purpose is to create chaos, to momentarily destabilize areas predetermined, by placing control of the situation in the hands of the governments involved. Mythy, this restructuring that the planet must pass, what will happen with all the rubbish, atomic, chemical and biological? Will be absorbed in any way? We have billions of tons of plastics in the oceans, not to mention what will be taken for possible tsunamis. There are billions of planets, in all the galaxies, that do not serve to develop the life of any kind. They are the most what you might call brown star, with exposed magma and surface temperatures of thousands of degrees. They are used as sink natural for any type of waste generated by the planets in development. The community Galactica, responsible for the area, installs a portal of discharge connected to a network of portals, collecting several planets that serve the community. Nothing that cannot be recycled in nature is left in the civilized planets. The Earth should receive the benefit of those discharge portals, so become a trustworthy society level 1, and become part of the community. You will need professional help to clean up the planet and balance back to nature. Imagine a big hole in the ground, as a sinkhole, with a portal of transport in the bottom. Everything is dumped, it will simply disappear from the planet. Waste, chemical, nuclear or biological, no longer is a problem. Any matter that the planet lost in this process will be restored, in the form of raw material supply by portals, which will be received from the inputs of your trading partners in the universe, where necessary. Mythy, governments are destabilizing, tension is rising between the economies. This is the sign of the early deployment of a new system by the elites. The decline of the economic system of your planet is evident. The end of this catastrophic administration is in the last days. The elites can no longer maintain the financial equilibrium, and is already starting the final act of the agenda. Be prepared for false flags. Wars and terrorist acts will be fully forged, to justify acts of exception. The elites have very easily to manage the chaos, so stay prepared and alert. Mythy, What is the normal way for a developing human colony to become aware of ETs? The passage level of frequency and awareness is the first step. Being consciously prepared to admit they are not alone in this vast universe is the second step. Feel that you are without options and find a helping hand to help, whether terrestrial or not, is the third step and the first real contact. What group of humans did your Mythes society first come in contact with? What was the reaction from the people on his world? Well, according to records, was 4,546 years ago in a humanoid colony in Andromeda, called Civilization Encouter. According to reports, at the time was very exciting because the civilization is now part of our gene, because there was a great mix of the two races during the following centuries. What is the difference between a humanoid and a human? None. Earth humans are equal to any other humanoid race. You are not natives of this planet, were brought here, are also like any other humanoid. The differences are sometimes under physical adaptations to other environments. You by convention, call the Earthlings of human, and the alien humanoid. Are all level 0 humans sexually compatible and able to produce offspring? Yes, they are compatible, but there are anatomical differences that might limit the possibilities of generating offspring of very different physical sizes. Some chemical differences in cellular metabolism could also contribute to non-fertilization between breeds of very extreme environments. But among humanoids, everything can be achieved with techniques, because the systems are originally compatible. Where and who were the first two human colonies to first meet in our universe? You said there was a universal library with the records of everything, and surely the first meeting of humans from different planets is a history-making moment. According to records, the first colony to meet there on the edge of an extinct galaxy that was absorbed by another super-galaxy, that you call as Malin 1, this 14 billion Earth years ago. Two planets with close orbits in the same solar system were the first fraternity of races in the universe. The race result has passed into the fourth dimension for more than 12 billion years. They certainly are the grandparents of the blue beings we know. The Milky Way galaxy has no councils or security of its own? I mean, how messed up is this place? All galaxies have their galactic communities that are developing and multiplying in accordance with the development of intelligent life on their planets. There are other galaxies too old and too young, depends on the degree of development of the colonies planted on the planets with environmental conditions favorable to life. That's right, seeded. Because believe it or not, intelligent life does not start spontaneously, it is sown. The first colonies of intelligent beings were planted in our universe of the third dimension by level 10 creatures, from a parallel universe. But since, this is another matter. Why don't the Andromedans, those people that are in various councils, on our behalf by the way, never mention anything about our galaxy having groups of people that are from the Milky Way, that is, the Milky Way Council? You're wrong. There are more than 200 communities in your galaxy. All are interconnected with the community Galactica which we belong. Imagine your current computer network. It is transparent to you if your server is in your country or anywhere else. You are simply plugged in. Our two galaxies are virtually germinated. We all share the same cluster. The distance does not matter when it is no longer a cumber, does matter which civilizations that planted the seeds in this quadrant of your galaxy. What is the original name for the Milky Way galaxy? Way before we ever got here, some advanced people discovered our galaxy and gave it a label on their star maps. What was it? Your galaxy is only called the Milky Way by you, the planet Earth. No other planet, or community, of your galaxy called it that way. We all are part of a large cluster of galaxies that receives only coordinates of relative positions on our star maps. Do not get names. Only the civilized planets have names that are translated from the original name given by locals. All members of the galactic communities interconnected, they use the same database stellar, therefore whenever any update is made, all receive the news in real time. Like the Earthlings, each society puts names to the constellations, nebulae, galaxies and planets according to their culture, but it is local nomenclature. It would be a Tower of Babel, as you say, if each star map had local names in each language or dialect exists throughout this universe. I hope I do not take longer for the next meeting. Be well. Thanks for watching. Join our channel. You are welcome there.